Hey everybody, Robb here for Southwest Florida Television. I'm down at the south end of Vanderbilt Beach by the Turtle Club restaurant at the Vanderbilt Beach Resort. Just getting enough light here to start a live feed. The surf is up. Man. Right now the wind's coming out of the east-southeast at about 19 miles an hour. The tide is still on its way in. Today's storm surge is expected to be somewhere between 3 to 5 feet. So I don't know if the tide will actually be going out once it comes in. They do have all the umbrellas down at the Turtle Club restaurant. They've taken all the umbrellas off the table. The Turtle Club's over here. They actually have put storm shutters on the lower halves of their windows to actually keep the water out, just in case. Nobody really knows what to expect here this morning. The water's already up to the seawall here at the Turtle Club. This sticks out a little further than most of the other buildings here on Vanderbilt Beach. Hit that share button, let everybody know I'm out here. I don't think I'm going to be able to do much moving around as this tide's already getting high. My advice is do not attempt to come out here to the beach. You thrill seekers, here, take a look here. Wink TV has plenty of reporters stationed all along our coastline. Tune in to Wink. They stream live on the internet. I included a link in the description of this post for Wink. But I wanted to give you a first-hand look at what's going on in my neck of the woods. The beach I walk almost every morning. For those of you familiar with this place, you know how high this water is already. Surfers, I would be staying out of that water. This is going to be a major hurricane. Category 4. Could even be a major Category 4. It's supposed to happen later this evening up in the Big Bend area of northern Florida, up in the Panhandle area. Looks like Tallahassee is the bullseye right now. Keep those folks in your thoughts and prayers up there. My daughter Jennifer, she lives up there in Tallahassee. These waves are going to be getting a lot bigger as the day progresses. Still got a little tiny sliver of beach to walk on down here. Can let you see how high the water's getting at Vanderbilt Beach Park. I already saw water sheeting on Gulf Shore Drive when I walked over here this morning. They're already having street flooding in downtown Naples. We have been getting some pretty heavy rainstorms, thunderstorms. These bands coming through. Tornado warnings have been going off more inland right now, out in Immokalee, the Ave Maria area. They've been getting tornado warnings. Don't be surprised if you hear mine go off while I'm live here. Water spouts, a common thing during these events out there in the Gulf. While you're watching this, remember, nobody pays me to do this. I love my beach under all conditions, all extremes. I do depend on your support, though, to make ends meet each month. You can send some stars to this video. I get a penny for each star that you send to my Facebook videos. Not just my live feeds, any video. And tips are greatly appreciated, my friends. You can find a link to my PayPal account in the description of this post. If you appreciate my efforts, you can also find me on Venmo and Apple Pay. Up where Helene is predicted to make landfall is such a beautiful, beautiful area in Florida. So many beautiful forests. It's a shame, the thought of what's going to happen to them. Hey, thanks for the stars. That was a nasty band up there that came through earlier. While I was walking here to the beach, I got drenched, but I'm ready for it. I got the camera all boxed up here in its waterproof housing. That's why the audio sounds a little funny, like I'm in a tin can. But hey, it's the best I can do, and I wanted to give you some live coverage, a first-hand look, an early morning look. I don't know if I'll be able to get back out here later today. Hit that share button, please. And here's Vanderbilt Beach Park. You can see there's still some beach left over here. Water's going to be getting high. They're saying it's going to be a little worse than when Debbie went by. Pardon the bumpy ride here, but I can't use a gimbal out here. One, I didn't want to wreck a gimbal, and two, I can't fit it on with this on the camera with this housing. It's a shame. All these new plantings here, they're just starting to fill in. Hopefully they won't get washed away. If there was any sea turtle nests left on our beach that haven't hatched, unfortunately this is probably going to be the end of them. Our sea turtles did not have a good nesting season this year. A lot of storm activity. So we are expecting some tropical storm-forced wind gusts throughout the day today. The worst will be happening late morning and then throughout the early afternoon here in North Naples. I didn't see the latest advisory. The last report I saw was that they were expecting to up Hurricane Helene to a Category 2 around 8 a.m. By the time it gets off our shore, it'll probably already be a Category 3. Charlotte County could be in for some flooding. Yeah, I'm pretty sure everybody's in for some flooding here. The coastal areas obviously are going to get hit worse, and the further north you go, the worse it's going to get. When I last checked the forecast before I went live, it looked like our highest sustained winds today were going to be somewhere between 36 and 39 miles an hour. That's all subject to change. The Vanderbilt Beach Resort, home to the Turtle Club restaurant. I don't think this poor little seawall has taken a beating like this the past couple of years in its entire life. Over the past couple of years, we've seen a lot of this seawall. Man. I hope the Turtle Club's okay this time. This time around. If you're just tuning in here, I'm right down on the beach here at Vanderbilt Beach, North Naples, Florida, right by the Turtle Club restaurant, if you're familiar with Vanderbilt Beach. The tide is on its way in. Hurricane Helene will be passing us by here. I think it's going to be parallel to Naples around noon time, between noon and 1. It slowed down a little bit last night. My water temperature is still 88 degrees, and that's what those hurricanes like, is that warm tropical water. Man. I'm surprised these plantings have survived the last couple of storms we had. Maybe they'll make it through this one. All these condo associations, they replanted our dunes on their own. We really don't have any dunes left since Hurricane Ian. They all got washed away. There's another squall, another band of rain coming my way. We're going to get wet here, my friends. You're going to hear that rain pounding on the camera. It'll be here in just a couple of minutes. Those storms are moving fast. 35 to 50 miles an hour. Get ready for a downpour. Remember who's out here in the wind and rain, bringing you this live coverage. I'm not the news by any means, but I love my beach, and I want you to see what's going on here. That wind's going to pick up when that band comes through. Boy, I'd sure like to see some star activity on Facebook for my efforts today. That would be sweet. Make me feel good. Let me know that I'm appreciated. Just saying. See if that PayPal link works. Look in the description of this post. See if that PayPal link's working. I'd really appreciate that. Ooh, the wind's picking up. We still got a little bit of beach left here at Vanderbilt. What is it? Vanderbilt Beach and Harbor Club over here. That water's going to be up to those bushes later today. We had street flooding during Debbie on Gulf Shore Drive. I'm sure we're going to get the same here. This water's just going to start spilling out into the road on the other side of these buildings. Any little low-lying areas in between the buildings that it can get through, it will. Hopefully there won't be any damage to these buildings. Just up to the north is La Playa Beach Resort, and just beyond that are some beautiful beachfront homes. The homes are set much further back on the beach, so they stand a little better chance. See, this rain's kind of moving to the northwest. We're still going to get hit here. I'm pretty sure we're going to feel the effects of this outer band here. I think this contraption that I got the camera in actually helps block the wind noise as well. It does, like I said earlier, it distorts the audio a little bit. I mean, the camera is in a big plastic box. It's like it's a dive housing for the iPhone. So it is what it is. It's the best I can do. Who else is out walking the beach right now for you in North Naples? I'm really trying not to sensationalize things like some people do. I'll let you know when it gets really windy. You'll know when it gets really windy. You'll know when that rain's coming down. You're going to hear it. It makes a loud racket on this plastic housing. Hey, thank you for the stars. Remember, I couldn't be out here doing this if it wasn't for your help, your support. Facebook stars and tips. Tips way more preferred over the stars, but I'll take what I can get. If you go into the description of this post, you'll find a link to Wink Weather. That's our local news team here. They've got great coverage. Wink TV. Download their free app, the Wink Weather app. Put it on your mobile device, on your phone, your iPad, whatever. They stream live. They've just gotten a lot of these condos finally all cleaned up here. I mean, it was just all sand and a mess for the longest time from Hurricane Ian. They're finally just getting them cleaned up. Just got their beautiful cheeky hut over there not too long ago. Hopefully it's not going to get wiped out. If you look really close up there in the distance, you can see La Playa, a tall, skinny building sticking up. La Playa Beach Resort. If you're trying to figure out where I am, you can look at that on Google Maps. When you zoom in on Google Maps, you can see all these condos. You can see right where I'm at. Yeah, again, our poor sea turtles, if there's any left, I hope they all hatched and are gone, but this is going to be the end of those nests. It's been just a horrible nesting season this year. With these high tides and storms. Waves are getting a little bigger. I would say that it is not a good morning for paddleboarders. A bit on the rough side. Well, rain's just going around me here. I still think it's going to rain on us. It better rain. I spent some money on this darn waterproof casing. It better get some use. See, if you look over here, this is what a lot of these condos look like for a long, long time. Just kind of barren. No lawns or anything. I don't know why it's taken them so long here to get it back to its beautiful self. You used to not be able to even see the bottoms of these buildings before Hurricane Ian. We had our dunes here with all the shrubs and grasses blocking them. water will be up to that building, I guarantee it. There's nothing going to be stopping it there. Nothing stopping it. We have another high tide coming, I think it's around midnight. See, that wind hasn't shifted yet. When that wind starts coming out of the west, that's going to be the worst. That's when that storm actually gets north of us. And remember, it's going to be intensifying. From now until it makes landfall, it's going to be getting stronger and stronger and stronger. Again, it's projected to hit up in the panhandle of northern Florida, the Big Bend area of northern Florida, up by our state capitol. It looks like Tallahassee's right in the center of the path right now, the last I saw. Please keep those people up there in your thoughts and prayers. This is going to be a catastrophic event. They're talking possibly a 20-foot storm surge, a 20-foot storm surge. Fort Myers Beach, I think they got up, I think the highest point, they said it was 16 feet. Here in Naples, 10 feet, maybe 12 in some spots. They're talking maybe 20 feet up in the panhandle. That's catastrophic. That's loss of life. If you stay in your house on the beach, you're a fool up there. I'm just going to flat out say it. You're a fool if you're on the beach up there. Here, a little bit later this morning, very foolish. I wouldn't even advise you to come out here now. But I'm keeping an eye on things, and I've got some escape routes off the beach, places to duck and take cover if there's a tornado warning. I just couldn't help myself, you know. I love my beach. I love seeing what's going on here. Hopefully, things are going to be better than worse today. That little white building over there, they're still working on getting that reopened. That's a timeshare. After Ian, all these buildings were without elevators. Some of them still don't have all their elevators back in operation. All the swimming pools just got filled up with sand. There was a huge shortage of parks for the longest time for swimming pools and elevators. I don't think I'm doing too bad for not having a gimbal. What do you think? I know it's a little bumpy, but you're getting the idea. Usually there's somebody else out here walking the beach besides me when it's like this. Not this morning. I was expecting a lot more wind and rain right now. A lot more. That wind, I would call this more of a breeze than a wind right now. Hit me in the face. It is going to rain. Just taking its sweet time getting here. See, the weather's kind of moving off this way. It's coming towards me, but it's going to the northwest, so it's kind of moving off that way. We have had a lot of rain already this morning. Tornado warnings have been going off more inland. Hey, if you like the beach, like I do, especially on beautiful, bright, sunny mornings, follow me live on Facebook on Southwest Florida Television's Facebook page. Those live feeds start around 7, sometimes a little after 7, kind of like this morning. It depends on the lighting, on the conditions. Yeah, and here's that little building. That's a timeshare that they're still working on. It's still recovering from Hurricane Ian. The Floridian Club over there. Everybody's got all their chairs in this time. Debbie, they didn't bring all their chairs in. They left them stacked up. Well, looks like they got them stacked up over there. I take that back. No, actually they don't. They did get them off the beach. Thought I saw some behind the fence, but no. They got, most of these places got everything in off the beach. Thank goodness. It'd just be washed out into the Gulf if they didn't. Tide's definitely getting higher. There comes the rain. You're going to hear it hitting the camera housing here. Here it comes. Definitely, yeah, here comes the wind. So during Debbie, the water was all up to the bushes here. A few places it was up to the buildings. Remember, Debbie was just a tropical storm when it passed by us, not a Category 3 hurricane. Now, Helene is a little further out in the Gulf than Debbie was also. Hit that share button. Let your friends know what's going on here in North Naples on Vanderbilt Beach. It's going to be interesting to see what it looks like tomorrow morning when I come out here. So just beyond La Playa, up here on the right, tall skinny building, there's some really nice homes set back in up higher on the beach. I don't know exactly how far Debbie is away from us. If somebody wants to get online and post some of the latest stats on the hurricane in the comments, that'd be awesome. Let everybody know what's going on. You can scroll up and down through the comments then. If you want to get the comments off your screen, I think you just swipe them over to the right. I'm not going to be going too much further up the beach here. I want to be sure I can make it back down to where I started at the Turtle Club. It's getting much higher now here at that tide. Again, if you appreciate my efforts, remember nobody pays me to do this. I love my beach. I love sharing it with you. I want you to see what's going on. I'm not the news. Well, I'm kind of like the news this morning. I do rely on your generosity to make ends meet each month. Especially now, the end of the month coming up. Tips are greatly appreciated. You can find a link to my PayPal account in the description of this post. You can also find me on Venmo and Apple Pay. Facebook stars, I get a penny for each star that you send to my videos. Ending the live feeds with the camera in this box. is the hardest thing for me to do. Just that finish button does not respond well through this protective covering. It's a nice little storm cell out there. Water spouts are not uncommon during these storms. Tornadoes inland on shore and water spouts out in the Gulf. I normally don't go live for this long. Normally for a beach walk in the morning, I try to give you around 90 minutes of live time. I'm actually out on the beach before sunrise. I spend, between 4 and 5 hours out at the beach in the morning. I do try to give you 90 minutes of live time. I also try to record a couple little other videos and take some photos while I'm out here. It's a great way to start your day, those morning beach walks. Got a great bunch of folks watching, the Southwest Florida Television Beach Family. That's what we call ourselves. And we'd love to have you in our beach family. I wish I could get you a better quality image, but there's no Wi-Fi out here, obviously, walking the beach, so I'm at the mercy of my cellular connection. So it is what it is, but you get the idea. I'm just happy that I could share it with you. Keep your fingers crossed for the Turtle Club restaurant. Boy, it was a long road to recovery from Hurricane Ian for them. I kind of use that as my base station on mornings like this. Yeah, that water's getting way up here now. That last little surge, that last little push, almost came up to these little shrubs here. Well, I am not getting very wet. That's kind of odd. Although there are some pretty dark clouds over here. Looks like they might be headed my direction. going to be losing a lot of beach here, all along our coastline, over the next 24 hours. What a shame. Tide's just going to be getting higher and higher now. I'm guessing it's going to be well up to the seawall now by the Turtle Club. Finally, somebody else out on the beach behind me. I don't know what the wind sounds like in the video. There was somebody on the beach. They were waiting for the waves to go down so he'd run out and get a picture. They went back up. Sprinkling right now. Again, Hurricane Helene is expected to make landfall up in the Big Bend area of northern Florida. Up in the Panhandle, looks like Tallahassee is kind of in the center of the cone. Please keep those people in your prayers. This is going to be a catastrophic hurricane when it makes landfall. Let's hope all the predictions are wrong. Sometimes that happens. Last I heard, though, it was supposed to be a Cat 4, with the potential for a 20-foot storm surge. And that'll be happening sometime this evening, tonight. Unless things have changed since I last checked. 7 o'clock. More rain coming down now. It's probably pretty loud on this plastic camera housing. the water pretty much looks like it's in the same place as where it was when I started earlier here at the Turtle Club. Let's hope it stays that way. That would be awesome. Like I said, they got hit really hard by Ian. We love our Turtle Club. We don't want anything to happen to it. I'm surprised there's no crazy people out here trying to surf. That's a good, these waves are getting bigger. This beach is taking a pounding. So I'm guessing we're about at high tide right now. I think I've been live for maybe an hour. I don't know. It's looking south down towards Clam Pass. No beach chairs and umbrellas out here this morning. I actually see blue sky. Look at that. There's a little blue sky up there. Just a hint. Amazing. Amazing, amazing. The worst is yet to come, my friends, unfortunately. I can't believe we got that patch of blue. Ha! That's amazing. Hey, remember who's out here doing this for you. Facebook stars, greatly appreciated. I get a penny for each star that you send. That's the only compensation that I get for doing this. I love coming out here, but I got to get those bills paid. I can't do it without your help. See somebody else out there on the beach. Normally there's quite a few folks out here, onlookers. Yeah, water's a little higher than it was when we were down here earlier. This is the very south end of Vanderbilt Beach. Vanderbilt Beach Park. Down by the Ritz-Carlton. The Ritz sticking up over the treetops there. Yeah, I'm guessing this water is gonna be getting out to the street pretty soon here. pretty soon, if it hasn't already. It's going to be spilling out into Gulf Shore Drive here. Man. This brings back, every time I'm out here when the weather's like this, brings back those memories of being here for Hurricane Ian. I was standing right here as that surge was coming in, and the beach was packed with people. It was really the first time we had a surge event, at least since I've lived here, the 40 years I've been here. Nobody knew what was in store for them. It was a show. It was a spectacle. Every time the waves would come in, the surge would be a little higher, and people would ooh and ah. And as it slowly started spilling out into the drop-off area, it was like, ooh, that was a good one. The oohs and the ahs, wow. An hour later, you couldn't get here. The water was up to your waist. And it just kept getting higher and higher and higher and higher and didn't stop. It was relentless. Yeah, I'm guessing there's going to be some flooding on Gulf Shore Drive. You can see. Here it is. It is creeping out on the Vanderbilt Beach Road here. Starting to make the trickle. Man. The onlookers are showing up now. I'm thinking they might shut this road down if they're smart. Shut the access off here, because it's just going to be getting worse and worse and worse. Thank you, God, this is not going to be another Ian. Supposedly it's just, the tide's just going to be getting higher and higher. Alright, I think I'm going to take a break here. If I got a little battery left, I'll come back and give you one more update. I'm going to record a little better quality video for YouTube in HD. Look at that blue sky up there. Look at that. Wow, who'd have thought? Who'd have thought we'd be seeing any blue sky? That is amazing. There's very soft pockets of sand. You gotta be careful when you're walking out here. All right, that's gonna do it for this live feed. If I got some battery power left, I'll come back for another quickie. I don't know if I'll be able to get out here later today. We'll see what happens. It's a moment-by-moment thing, but thanks for hanging out with me. If you sent some stars, thanks, tips, greatly appreciated. Preferred over stars. You can find a link to my PayPal account in the description of this post. Hey, thanks for watching. Thanks for allowing me into your lives and onto your screens. Until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, and stay strong. Tally-ho, my friends, tally-ho. For Southwest Florida Television, I'm Rob Stan. May God bless you, your family, your friends, your fur babies, everything and everyone in your lives. And God bless this wonderful, beautiful, and amazing country that I proudly call my home. God bless America. Tally-ho. Tally-ho. Now for the end. Finishing the live feed is the hardest part here, hitting that button. We'll just go live. I got such a glare on this darn screen. This is wild. This is just how it started with Ian. Just how it started, right here like this. This darn housing won't let me hit the finish button.